welcome to Monday. So I've just got out of the shower, hence why my hair's all a bit wet and a bit crazy. And it might be summer, but I kind of got the heater on. You know how last week I was saying about the...
One eternity later.
You know how last week I was saying how my microwave broke? Yeah. It's not quite broken, but it keeps flashing. So I'm going to change the light bulb tomorrow and see if that stops it. If it doesn't stop flashing, those are staying off until I can get a electrician or something to investigate it. Because that's not normal, I don't think. An update on Ruby. I took off her cone last night, right? She was fine for all of 30 minutes. And then she really scratched her face, like proper scratched it, because she was aiming for her ear. Scratched it, and it's all red and quite bloody and there. Thankfully, didn't rip open her lip again, so that's something. So that's just going to stay on until we deal with the ear infection. But when I go out for walks every day as of tomorrow, because we got our collar today. It was late in arriving. It was meant to arrive this morning, but then it ended up arriving, I think, some point in the evening. I didn't hear the delivery man coming with it, so I don't know when it came, but it was in the evening anyway. It definitely wasn't in the morning or the afternoon. I got a walk today, but tomorrow hopefully we will. But my plan of action is, when we're out for a walk, she's not going to wear a cone, because I can't even walk her with a cone, because, you know, that would be impossible. I'm filming another video on my other channel, so you're probably wondering why at the minute there's not any videos on my main channel. My other channel. This is technically my main channel now, because I'm filming this way more than I do my other channel, let's face it. But on my other channel in maybe about a month, I'm not quite sure yet, but there's going to be quite a good video, and I'm working on it right now. I'm filming it, so it's going to take a little while to film and put together, and when I do, you guys will see it. So, but put it this way, it's something I've already done before on this channel, and no, it's not Natty Granny, but that's all I'm going to say. Look at the state of my couch. Look at what they've done to my sofa. It's like some dog has had a party on my sofa. Ain't it, Daisy? You had a party? Did you have a party? No, I think you did. What? What? Send help. My hair's washed. I smell nice. Look at the state of it. You silly. Ruby, what are you doing? Oh my god. Okay, great, thank you. So basically, I just phoned my doctor because for like 2.5 months or so now, I've had like this really small lump in the back of my head. It doesn't really bother me or anything. It's more like freaks me out because it's like a lump in my head, and it's like, so I just wanted peace of mind to find out what it is. So I'm not thinking about it, and if it was something that needed to be, you know, looked at or whatever, I get it looked at. Well, I've kind of like put it off for ages because of everything that's going on at the minute, but I don't know. I just think it's probably a good idea to get it checked and it to be seen. But when you look on Google, it's nothing sinister. It's just like probably like a cyst or something, but always better to be safe. But yeah, so this is how my day started. Oh my goodness, I've not properly slept either, so it's gonna be a very long day. I'm just waiting for the doctor to call me back I don't know when we're going to call me back, but when we do, I will let you know. Got a little audience down here. Get a little audience. Yeah. Hello. What do you think it could be on my head? Alright. The doctor called me back and she's not sure, but she thinks it could be maybe a cyst on the top of my scalp. So, plan of action is I've had to send her a picture. I've actually ended up sending her 3 because my camera is not the best at focusing on my head. I used the camera I'm vlogging on in the end, and I was using my phone as like a torch, but it wasn't that great at focusing. So that's what day it is. So yeah, hopefully she looks at that and she can get an answer. If not, I have to go into the doctor's surgery. So that'll be fun with the whole virus thing going around. That'll be interesting. The last place you want to go right now is a doctor's surgery, but never mind. Gotta look after your health, right? It's crossed that she can tell by looking at the pictures what it is, and I don't have to actually go to the doctor's. I think what I'm gonna do, if you guys remember last year, I filmed this vlog where I walked from the other town, from me to here, and I took Daisy with me and we had like a 4-mile walk. I'm thinking what I might do, call me crazy, but I think I might just get like the bus fare or something and then maybe walk home, or walk there and get the bus home or something, or cycle or something. I don't know, because I'm not that keen on using public transport right now. Like a bus would be a nightmare. I don't want to get sick is the last thing I want, and if I got sick, especially now with Ruby, that would just be a nightmare, and she needs to be, you know, monitored by the vet, and she needs me to take her there, and it's not like anyone else that I know could actually take her to the vet if I was to get sick, so I don't particularly fancy risking that. So hopefully it is just a cyst and it's nothing bad and I don't have to do anything fun. Seemed to think it was a cyst. She was asking me some random questions, like if I had shown it to anyone, and I was like, no. I haven't. But yeah, and she was like asking if do I had any weird discharge, and I'm like, nope, it's not done any of that, it's behaving so far. So and hopefully those 3 pictures, they kind of help. I mean, if you zoom in really close, you're not really going to see much. Outway, you're probably going to get like a better image. I'll show you on my phone. That's where it is, about here. It's about there. And this one, I think you can really see it, hopefully. And there it is. She's able to tell by these pictures what it is. I've been looking since the phone call. I've been looking at like cysts on Google Images. Probably a really bad idea, I know. But to be fair, I kind of googled this like 2.5 months ago when I found this, and all I could find on the internet was cysts. And I could have just left it, but I didn't want to risk it being on my head and it being a lump. I just wanted to make sure that it was a cyst. So yeah, hopefully I don't have to go to the doctor's surgery and I'll be fine. I'll keep you posted.
You're alright. Need help up?
What did you do? What did you do? gone. It's gone. It's gone. You're probably noticing something quite different about this monkey. She's got her little cone up her head. Yay! I thought I would try it again because I tried it like 2 days ago and she kind of like scratched herself quite badly around her face because she's got a bit of an ear infection. So I've been giving her ear drops for the last few days and that seems to be making it all nice and cool in her ear, and it's not red and it's not inflamed. So I thought, seeing it's not red and inflamed and it's nice and cool, she shouldn't want to scratch it. So if I take it off, we should be okay. We should be good to go. You know how earlier I said I was letting Ruby take her coat off? Yeah, I just let her out for a pee. And she's back in the old cone. It lasted all of 2 hours. Longer than last time. I gave her eardrops just now and I think that's what triggered it. I don't know. But she scratched really badly her stitches. I think she's actually taken one of them out. And really badly here. It's all skinned and horrible. So yeah. So that's back on now. Back to plan A. Only taking it off when we're going for walks. And I know I'm going to get judged for it, but we're going to end back up to the vets with more stitches, probably on the other side, and yeah, that costs money. That's her other side of her face. Look how bad that is. And see if I can show you the stitches. My phone's not really good at focusing, but yeah. So annoying because I thought, you know what? Everyone's right, I should be taking the cone off. It's been too warm. So I took it off, and this is the outcome. Jeez, man. And these socks that I bought ages ago, they don't blooming stay, they just fall off. If she takes them off, I don't know. She's actually taking a chunk out of her lip again. There's like a bit missing of her lip. So this is the thing with Ruby, when she starts scratching, she doesn't stop, it's just like, full pelt, you know, so that's how injuries happen. And we all know what she did earlier on this year, she split her lip open, so, yeah, don't fancy doing that again, taking her to the vet, especially during all this. I mean, if there wasn't such a pandemic virus thing going around, maybe I'd be a little bit more relaxed about taking off her cone and just letting her have it. I'd probably be fine with it. I'd probably be, you know, not as freaked out if she hadn't have split her lip a couple of months ago. I would have been fine with that also. Maybe I would have been a little bit more relaxed and, you know, whatever, but she honestly just can't be trusted. Like, if I were to take the cone off right now, guarantee you, within 10 minutes she'd be massively scratching herself again. And I'm wondering if it's because I put the eardrops in, because she managed like 3 hours or something before, and she was just lying next to me and everything was fine, but
All of you. Listen up, I am down tonight, but there's just one thing I need to wrap my head around. Yeah, I don't know if I can take another date in and up by myself, make a move, it's time for you to step up. Yeah, it's now or never. Tonight better be the night.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Saturday. As you can probably guess by watching this vlog so far, I'm pretty much starting off from where last week finished. Pretty much over last week, I wasn't really feeling myself. I ended up getting like really kind of like tired and stuff towards like the end of the week, and yeah, I just ended up sleeping most of the day, pretty much like all weekend and right through basically till yesterday. I was sleeping majority of the day, so I had no energy to edit the vlog. That's why the vlog wasn't up. Yeah, basically what I think happened was It's that fun time of the month, and pretty much I ended up being a little bit anemic. I kind of suffer from anemia anyway, and for whatever strange reason, this time I got really sort of ill with it, and I got really tired, and obviously I didn't have enough iron in my body, so yeah, I kind of ended up feeling a little bit tired. I say a little bit. I felt extremely tired. I felt like I hadn't slept in months. So yeah, that wasn't very fun. And as you can probably tell by looking at me, I am still quite tired. So yeah, I appear to be getting a little bit better. Yesterday I ate lots of beans and lots of green foods, and I got Asda today, so I've got lots of green stuff to eat, so it's slowly making me feel more normal again. I haven't actually fallen asleep today during the day. I only got 4 hours sleep, however, last night, because the day before I slept for pretty much 14 hours. I fell asleep here on the sofa at like 6 o'clock. If you guys ever watched Glee, I've been watching that recently because an actress that was in it, Naya Rivera, died, and her death kind of really hit me hard, because I guess she was like someone I kind of like looked up to when I was a teenager and stuff, and I really enjoyed watching the show and stuff, and I kind of stopped watching it after Cory Monteith died, and then when I heard what happened to her, I just kind of thought, you know what, I'm going to go and I'm going to watch it again for old time's sake. So there was only a few episodes that I had actually properly seen, because when I watched it, it was kind of getting repeated, I think on like E4 or something, I don't know what it was, but it was repeated on some channel, and they weren't in order, so they were just all different seasons and different episodes, so there was quite a big chunk of it that I didn't actually see. So watching it this way on Netflix, it's been really fun actually watching it and getting to see the proper show. So yeah, I was kind of doing that this week, and last night, or the night before, when I was watching it, I ended up just kind of like pausing it, and I turned over here and I went to sleep at like 6 o'clock, mental. And recently, because I've been so tired, I've not been eating properly, so I've not really been eating and drinking properly, and because of that, I've lost quite a bit of weight. So I need to pile on the pounds again. Though I was overweight to begin with, so it's not really bad. It's like, you know, every cloud. Every cloud and all that. It's kind of weirdly done me a favour. I pretty much nearly lost a stone in weight. But yeah. That's what happens when you don't eat. I mean, I was eating, but I was like living on chicken dippers. And that's not very good, so yeah. But for the last 24 hours, I've been eating full meals. I've been making sure that I'm having full big meals, and I've got lots of snacks in today with Asda, so got lots of stuff to eat and nibble on, and get myself back to normality again, and hopefully a nice early night. Because I only had like 4 hours sleep last night, I am feeling tired, but because I've been feeling this weird tiredness for the last week and a bit, it is kind of like, is it because of my, you know, lack of iron, or is it because I'm generally just tired because I've had 4 hours? So I don't know, but I'm just going to fight it because I've got like a Celtic Thunder show thing on tonight at 10:30 that I want to see, so I've got to kind of stay awake for that, and yeah, hopefully I can and I don't fall asleep. Oh my goodness, but yeah. And update on my head. There's not really an update. The doctor didn't really phone me for the whole of last week. She was meant to phone me, I think, a few days after I sent her the pictures, but she didn't, and I'm guessing it's because they're extremely busy just now, and hopefully it means that this isn't anything to worry about. It's just a silly annoying cyst, like she thought it was. I think I told you guys that, I'm not sure, but yeah, so I don't know. She did try to phone me on Thursday, and literally, because I'm deaf as I do not know what, I didn't hear the phone going off because of the TV, and I literally missed her call by like 15 minutes and she went on a lunch break, and then the receptionist was like, oh, she'll phone you either later on today or tomorrow, Friday. And she never got back to me because obviously, yet again, extremely busy. So yeah, that was really bad timing on my part. So yeah, I could have gotten my results by now, and I could have known what was wrong, and we could have been over all of this nightmare. Because it has been really bothering me with my anxiety this week. It's been kind of worrying me a little bit. Because I'm a worrier, especially when it comes to my health. Hopefully I can get told whatever by Monday, Tuesday, and then everything will be okay, and then I can get back to normality again. That would be nice. Hopefully tomorrow I'm hoping to go out for a walk. It's been a lovely day today, but because of the way I've been feeling the last few days, I didn't want to go out today. Because yesterday, as I was coming down the stairs, I know I fainted. I kind of got a bit dizzy and lightheaded. So I didn't really fancy going out today, just in case it happened when I was out with both dogs, and I just felt that that wasn't safe. So yeah, if I feel better like I do today, but even better tomorrow, then hopefully I can take the dogs out. But we'll see. We'll just see how I feel, I guess. But I mean, I look like a ghost, so that's not very good. I look pasty as anything. Mind you, I'm always a bit pasty, so yeah. Pretty much all has happened in the past week. Nothing that interesting, really. And I got a piano. I think I showed you that earlier. I did a little clip. But yeah, I got a little piano because I've decided. See, when I was little, I used to love music. And I used to love like singing and playing like the piano. Because when I was at school, I apparently passed some exams in high school for playing the piano. I don't know why, because ever since I got laughing, I realised I can't play it. So I don't know why I passed it. I have no idea what that music teacher was thinking. I think he just passed me for the sake of it. But maybe what happened was I was just good at the time because I practiced, and then since I left high school, it was just like out of my mind. So yeah, I'm gonna have to relearn the piano, I think. But yeah, I was thinking about maybe, like, if I can learn it properly, maybe on my other channel I can upload videos of me playing it if you guys would be interested in that. I don't know if anyone would like to see that. But yeah, so that's my little project at the moment to keep myself sane. I just figured it would give me something to do and hopefully distract me from my anxiety. Because it's been quite tough recently with my anxiety. It's been really tough, actually. So yeah, I just feel like with all this crazy stuff that's been happening, first with Ruby and then that, and yeah, it's just been a little bit much for me to handle, and I've just not handled it at all. So yeah, I just need something that's, you know, different and fun and something that'll distract me for a bit. So yeah. So yeah, just bear with, by the way, guys. If I don't upload vlogs, or they're very short, or there's lots of days missing, just bear with for just now, because things are a little tough, and sometimes I might not want to vlog, and I'm not the type of person to like just pretend that I'm okay. When I genuinely feel down or whatever, I don't pick up a camera, I don't vlog, I don't force it, I don't fake it. Because that just wouldn't be fair for you guys, and it wouldn't be fair on me having to put this pretense, and I just don't want to do that. So sorry if there's days missing sometimes in vlogs, but it's just how it's going to be until I feel okay again. I'm hoping that once I get told whatever this is, hopefully it's just a stupid cyst, I'll be fine, and that'll be one less thing. And Ruby's getting better now. Her stitches are completely healed now. I don't know if I told you guys that last week, but her stitches are completely healed now because she scratched them out like last week at some point. Completely scratched them out. So I think she's only got one sort of in there, but that probably is disintegrated by now. But she's still got all this redness here. Where she keeps scratching, because she's still got a bit of any infection, though it is clearing up. But the drops I've given her takes 2 weeks, so And then after 2 weeks, she got to keep giving it to her like every couple of days, so every now and again, so just to make sure it's, you know, on top. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully it'll go away. If not, we're going back to the vets again. Gonna have a VIP passive at place at this rate. Ruby's gonna be our favourite patient.
Then we'll remember until we're in the ground. The thing that both of us will talk about when we're older, sit together, I guess it is.
Made it to the end of this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, it's a really long one this week. I know me apologising because it's too short, but I thought I would merge kind of 2 weeks into one vlog because I kind of started at the beginning of July and my anxiety got really bad, so then I kind of gave up vlogging for like a week, and then I got then tired last week because of my period, so that's all very fun. So then I had literally no energy to edit. Literally, if I was to try editing, I would have fallen asleep. I would have been like one clip in. That would have been the gist of that. So yeah, that was why there was no vlog last week. So yeah, hopefully this week goes a little bit smoother, health wise and Ruby wise and everything else. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a little comment, and hit the subscribe button if you're new, and turn on the notifications. And I will see you guys next week, hopefully, with another vlog. Goodbye.